Alright, so this video here is going to be breaking down DTA versus opt-in VSL funnels. Pretty much I'm going to go into the opt-in ones first here, and then I'm going to go into DTA, kind of explain some of the similarities and differences, and then just break down how you make the final verdict of which one to choose for the offer that you're running. But first we're going to kind of dive into the gated funnel, so the opt-in, and first we're going to cover the technical flow of this one. So I'm going to assume all the traffic is coming from ads here. But the technical flow of an opt-in gated VSL funnel, whatever you want to call it, it would pretty much be from an ad to a squeeze page. The user submits the email, they get the VSL on the thank you page, whatever you want to frame it as. A lot of people do it as free trainings nowadays. But then from there, they are able to apply. And the core mechanism and purpose of a gated VSL funnel like this is to capture the lead's email address before presenting the main sales argument. So the primary goal is to capture that email address and build it into essentially an asset, which is your email list. And the pros of a opt-in funnel like this is, like I said before, you're able to build the asset of a pretty large email list, and it enables you to pretty much nurture all of your prospects by sending them like broadcast emails and automated emails to warm them up. And then a lot of the times, honestly, people will opt in, they'll watch the VSL, and they might not be interested that day, but just because your email sequence is so good and you're able to kind of provide them with case studies, results, and just kind of like warm them up a lot, they'll kind of go back and then apply later. So that's the entire idea behind this. And then it also captures the value from bounces, which is just literally what I was just covering right now. So if a user leaves the VSL page, you still have their contact info for all future marketing, so you're able to retarget them essentially. And the cons of a gated VSL funnel is it adds some friction, which is either a good thing or a bad thing, kind of depends how you're looking at it. But yeah, the opt-in is an extra step that will cause some users to drop off and just completely leave the landing page. And then obviously you're going to have a lower VSL view rate, which basically means, it's pretty obvious to be honest, but yeah, fewer people will see your main pitch compared to a direct to VSL funnel, so DTA funnel. And it is higher complexity to set up as well, which is honestly not too big of a deal, but it will require you to build and connect more pages from the squeeze page to the thank you page, and then also set up all the email stuff on that side of things. So the ideal use case for a gated VSL funnel is for cold traffic. So it's perfect for audiences. Perfect for audiences who don't know you yet, so you're able to capture their info, retarget them, provide them with value, case studies, results, all that stuff to kind of push them back into the page another time and get them to apply. And it's also important for long-term brand building, so essentially anyone focused on building a sustainable audience and brand over time. And the reasoning behind this is it turns the visit into a relationship where you're able to capture their email, communicate with them, and move beyond a one-time sales pitch. And then it allows you to provide a consistent value, whether it be sending weekly tips, case studies, content, and then just proving your expertise via email or SMS. It's going to be email most of the time. SMS is mainly for reminders, but yeah. And then it allows you some time to build some trust, like I said before, with the tips, case studies, just any value that you could provide through email. So that's pretty much the main idea behind the gated opt-in VSL funnel. And now we're going to get into the DTA one. So the technical flow of this one, once again, assuming all the traffic is coming from ads, so paid traffic, would be ad to VSL page where the application form is visible, so they're able to technically apply without watching the VSL. And then, like I said before, just the application below the VSL. And the core mechanism and purpose of this kind of a funnel structure is to present the entire sales argument with the least possible friction. So the primary goal is funnel velocity, getting as much funnel velocity and getting as much people to watch the sales pitch or the VSL, and pretty much filtering for the highest intent prospects, people that would actually be qualified for whatever you're selling, whatever high ticket offer you're running. And the pros of this are obviously, like I mentioned before, you get the maximum velocity here, the most amount of people to watch your VSL. And then, yeah, that kind of leads into the second point here, highest VSL view rate. So it maximizes the amount of eyeballs on your core sales pitch, and it allows you to filter for high intent leads. So people who watch and then apply are pre-qualifying themselves and are obviously highly motivated. And yeah, there is some cons to this strategy as well. Just kind of threw out three main ones here. And the first one is it kind of creates an all or nothing dilemma, where essentially a visitor who leaves the page, they are pretty much gone forever because you have no way to retarget them. You haven't built up that email list asset. And then you have no nurturing as well. Like I said before, you don't have their email, so you aren't able to retarget them with case studies, tips, like any value they could provide through email. And the VSL has to be a lot sharper here, just because you are not capturing their email. So you have to be sure your VSL is very strong and elite, pretty much, to convert them on the first time around. So the ideal use case for a DTA VSL funnel is for warm and hot traffic, people who have been watching a lot of your organic content and who already have trust and context about you. And then, yeah, for higher ticket offers as well, where lead quality is far more important than lead quantity. And just to kind of elaborate on that a little bit more, the entire idea behind the DTA is you're filtering for quality. So the goal of it is to protect your sales team's time. You can't afford to have them on calls pretty much with people that are completely unqualified for the offer that you're selling, and it just makes no sense. You're wasting everyone's time at that point. And the mechanism behind this is an ungated VSL forces your prospects to pay with their time by watching the pitch and then filling out the applications by themselves. And the result of this is this process will naturally filter out anyone who isn't serious, delivering only high quality leads who are ready for a real conversation. So yeah, that's the kind of breakdown between a DTA VSL funnel and a gated one. And then in terms of choosing which one is right for your high ticket offer, I kind of just broke that down into if-then statements here at the end. And pretty much, if your priority is building a long-term email list and marketing to colder traffic, then you should choose a gated opt-in funnel. But if your main priority is just speed, simplicity, and getting your warm, high-intent traffic to apply ASAP, then you should choose the DTA ungated funnel. So yeah, that's pretty much the entire breakdown here. There is a little bit more nuance that goes into this, but this is the kind of main structure and pretty much everything that goes into it. So I hope some of you were able to get some value from that.